Today I take you on a journey through Mephala's web. Due to my incompetence of not recording my voice, I am now using this prompt to explain the hardship I encountered having downloaded this deceiving backstabbing mod. It is a great mod, by the way, but let's start in the beginning. After speaking to a strange Khajiit woman in Candlehearth Hall, she proceeds to pull a sanguine on me and offer me wine after blacking out. A dangerous favorite way to party. My first entrance into this realm, I had no clue how sequences occurred, or that they were ever present to begin with, and ran into an issue of my journal updating but no NPC in sight of the objective. Apparently, you are to meet several NPCs within the hub just before entering the maze, so trigger each NPC's dialogue first. To save you time, I'll just give you advice here. Speak to the shopkeeper first, and then follow the objectives. Entering the maze is the final step.
I urge you, traveler, give it a chance. There are many residents of Hue that require your immediate assistance.
Speaking to the shopkeeper, he provides us with a challenge of trials. You know what that means? Pop quiz time! Of course, it is simply go and talk to said NPC, which leads to a series of unfortunate events. Komir requires that you go in search of ingredients, a special kind down the maze of frustration.
Yes, right. A couple of ingredients of sorts. You seem powerful enough to help.
Moriros Teren demands trial of strength against bandits he believes cheated him in some way.
I was in a fierce battle with a gang of bandits near Riften, but they got the best of me and knocked me out. I thought I was good as dead. Next thing I knew, I woke up here. Ha! And you actually thought I couldn't do it myself. If you can defeat me in a duel, I will give you the key to their hideout.
But doesn't trust you until you can throw hands with a sword? This lizard is intense. Yes, I said lizard. I'm a dark elf. Think I have some leeway. Making my way upstairs, we meet Luva Rhya. Just has straight beef with all insects, but a true vendetta against one ferocious crawler called Queen Spider. Yes, very original.
She's in the maze somewhere. Follow her webs to her nesting ground. When you find her, exterminate her.
After speaking with these residents of Ew, yes, that is the name of the hub home, makes me laugh like someone is going, ew. Feels like Namira would have a summer home named after that. I also picked flowers. But anyways, I finally entered the maze, and I absolutely hate it. Luckily, Komir is there to greet us and direct us on our path to the halls of Hexalin.
I need you to find me some ingredients in the halls of Hexalin. They are powerful components needed to create a spell. It should allow us to escape the maze.
Finding the damn place was no joke, with interesting oddities along the way. I proceeded to punch the living daylights out of some skeevers along the way and thought, man, this maze is bare bones with weak enemies, but the challenge is more so from exploration than anything else. Especially the random bookcase of poison gas that nearly ended my career before it ever began. A word of warning at this time, I did not realize you could not save your game in this mod, for it deletes new saves and defaults to old ones, overwriting nearly every save file every time you save. Meaning, I lost all progress and had to beat the maze in one sitting. It was terrifying to say the least, but only realized later in the game. I mentioned finding strange placements around the maze, like this ritual circle of cooked chicken legs surrounded by live breathing chickens. I am certain this is some meta-surreal art statement of the massacre of chickens. Perhaps the mod author is vegan. Followed by a master locked check with pitiful loot and some chests of lower security having the best of loot. It's very odd, but not unwelcome. Malakath was there to greet me as well, which confused me at first, but then slowly realized these monuments were made for identifiable points of navigation. Make a right at the Malakath Shrine to reach the gingerbread man and his pastry demands. Seeing a Debella shrine, I proceed to debate her on the damage of OnlyFans done to the community of Tamriel. She agreed and paid me gold to end the conversation. Past the giant creep clusters, I arrived at a scorching hall of flames, which proved no match for my magical prowess. Remember, when I said regular chests have greater rewards, well, exhibit A. A strong conjuration spell. I immediately summon Arniel to calm my nerves, as contemplating on his sorry state makes my life seem less stressful. I thought it fitting I take a selfie with my undead brides. I like to make time for the family, even in dire constraints. 7 minutes in, my brides began to attack any potential undead suitors on sight as I pass a graveyard. I love those crazy broads. I took the loved ones to a dangerous dive bar, with the Grim Reaper himself bartending, but we could not find a seat or even ask for a drink to sit at, as the giant axe of doom kept swinging towards the middle bar. I see why there are no living customers, but that did not stop me from grabbing a cold one. Finally, I see my destination to the right, past the snow patch. I arrive at a Dwemer contraption, with a device in the center in perfect shape for my soul gem key covered device that was given to me by Komir, covered in a rune trap that does not activate. Intriguing. I enter ecstatically. I enter what seems to be a tower with soul gems and a letter that states, "Pass my trial to continue." How exciting. I wonder what awaits me further up. Spotting a rune, I proceed with caution because I am not your average bear. I have trust issues, and they have never steered me wrong. While the other runes did not explode, I was convinced these would, because I was under trial and Mephala is all about betrayal, in every aspect. Turns out, I was right. Big shocker. Still, some runes would go off and not give off any damage, but I thought it was due to my magic resistance from the alteration perk tree. I gaze at a trap, followed behind a trail of burnt corpses, and against my better judgment, due to the morbid sense of curiosity, I activated it with a Charis Kitten, as I had the Lightfoot perk, and spells would not activate it. A foolish move. But in doing so, I heard the voice of a Dremora, and I knew where I should search next. After reading this note, trust not your eyes. Things aren't what they seem. And with that warning, my intuition is on high alert. Hearing a voice saying they will feast on my heart and not to trust my eyes, I took no chances and began stabbing the air, but found out Mephala was just trolling. Yet another betrayal from my own paranoia. Sneaking up on the Dremora, I strike a blow. My goodness, was this gentleman tanky. It took a long while to take him down. But at last I succeeded. Even against the tanky spider, I arrive in a corridor with powerful summons that made me bring out the big guns, in the aftermath of a challenging but fun exchange. I searched the area to notice overpowered spells and goods littered across the room for my taking. I then went on to the next objectives. Back into the maze, I'd come across a chasm of spikes and platforms, which proved to be a fun traversal, an easy one with better jumping installed. That's why I was able to jump so far and so easy. Following a trail of webs, I find the dungeon lair of the Spider Queen, and what would prove to be the most difficult puzzle of my freaking life that I will spare you from the torment of. I have endured way too much, too many hours. But I digress. Facing the Queen was daunting. The build-up and atmosphere was sublime.
There could be no other end.
The spider herself was underwhelming. With no magic resistance and poor traversal skills, it was slim pickings, but I did not complain as I needed to save my game and could not afford to die in a place like this. On to my final task. Past the chicken table, I'm explaining because it took me long to find this damn place. To the left, and right past the harmless fire rune, I reach two fiery pillars that invite me in. Surely this is the base. I found the big doors leading to the bandit hideout, and because of the torment and anger that filled my soul, I decided to unleash it all on the bandits by going on a killing spree. How dare they be so hidden, so well, at my expense? I quickly approached the bandit chief that wronged my scaly friend and ended her life, once and for all. Spiraling up a staircase, I find more bandits, which I dispatch in a flashy manner. With all tasks done, I return to EU and find the residents are missing, except the lonely shopkeeper, who has a few words to share with me.
Ah, you've passed each test, each trial, one by one. A task that could only be completed by a true champion. The choice. Either become Mephala's champion, or do not.
I choose yes to be Mephala's champion, even though I will forget any of this ever have happened, and I am finally free to save my game in peace.
The correct choice, my friend. Allow Mephala's power to wash over you. I now send you back. You are a champion now. Carry yourself well.
The mod afterwards is now available to be returned to, and could be a good getaway home if it wasn't for that saving problem. But it does need updates and tweaks to make it a solid experience and overall easygoing playthrough. I loved it. It just needs a little help and a little bit of fixing. And if you guys want to try this out, the link is in the description below, and if you like videos like this, please share and like. Helps me get noticed and makes me inspired to keep making more. Thanks for watching.